Hi, it's Terry Stevenson of the Builderall team, and in this training video, we're going to learn how to edit the website settings, the page settings, and the share image in the Cheetah Builder. I've been working on the ice cream shop website that we're learning to build from a blank page and the template. So let's talk about how you configure your website settings, and those are the settings that affect the entire website. Page settings, the settings that affect that particular page, and your share image. And your share image is the image that is going to be associated with that page and will be shown in your Google descriptions and when anybody shares that page on social media platforms. So it's really important that you have a great image with the proper SEO configured, and we're going to learn all about that in this lesson. So here we are on the Cheetah website overview page in my back office, and here's our website. And we're going to come in here and just click on edit this website that we've begun to build. Now you'll notice on the left hand side of your page, this menu, we have the My Pages right up here at the top. That is what we're seeing in this right hand canvas area. So you'll know which screen you're seeing depending on where you have selected it as we move down here. I also want to let you know that you can see that the title of your website, what you've named your website, both on the canvas and in the left-hand menu. And if you move all the way to the right, at the top of the canvas, you'll see a sort function. You'll see a button where we can create a members area, a search function. And this search function comes in really handy if you know the name of the page, or at least partial of the name of the page. You can search and find it and pull it right up right away. So those are really important features. I also want you to notice, of course, we have the Create New Page button clear at the top, an unpublished page, and a republished page. That gives us the ability to republish a page whenever we change any of these website settings, and that's very important to remember. You can also, of course, unpublish it if you just want to take it down. Maybe you have a page up there and you don't want it published any longer. You can unpublish it here. But it's important to remember that if you're changing the settings here, anywhere on this menu, you're going to definitely want to republish, because they won't be active across the whole site until you do. In this video, we're not going to cover the details of each one of these options on your website settings. We're going to cover the ones that we need to take care of to publish our ice cream shop website. So the first thing we're going to do, let's just take a peek at the site settings. That's where we're going to focus right now. We're going to click on Site Settings. And here's the general settings. Now, right now, our website is titled My Cheetah Website. Let's change that. Let's call it the Sweet Zone. The address or URL, you need to make sure once we connect a domain that it matches your domain here. So for right now, we'll just call this the Sweet Zone. Of course, you're going to put in a complete description of this site. You're going to want to use keyword-rich language and give a really good description of what your users and visitors are going to find on your website. And you'll also want to keep in mind that this is the description that the search engines are going to use when listing your web pages. So it's a very good idea to make sure you plan out a really good description using your keyword, your main keyword, a few times, and make sure it's something that's inviting and appealing and entices that user who sees your listing to click on your link and visit your page. Below the description box, you'll see a toggle button, and this is where you can either enable it or disable it. Right now it's enabled, it's active, it's green. If I click on it, it disables it and it eliminates the button from the website. I'm going to enable it though. The reason I'm going to enable it is because I love having my Made with Builderall affiliate button and link down there. You'll be surprised at how many people will ask you, well, how did you build that? And it's tied to your affiliate link. So if perchance somebody clicks on that and joins Builderall, they're going to become a part of your network and be a member of your team. Below that, you can choose the language of the watermark opening on the URL. So if you have multiple pages in different languages, you can customize that here. You can choose the side of the watermark where it's placed on the page, right, left, and center. I'm going to leave it on the right. And right here is another toggle switch, a toggle button, and you can enable it to enable the CRM. Now I'm going to enable that because I love the ability to be able to begin tracking and analyzing all of the options in the Builderall CRM. So I'm going to leave that. Below here is the favicon. And what is a favicon? A favicon is that tiny image that appears in the tab of your browser for a website or a web page. So we're going to choose an image, and we'll choose it right from our digital file repository. I'm going to come down here to my ice cream shop directory, and I'm just going to find some image that will remind people it's all about ice cream. Let's choose that one. So I'm going to choose this image and save it, and this will put that image in the little browser tab now across all the pages of our website. But before I leave this card, I need to save here, right here, and I want to republish. And you'll notice we have the Sweet Zone is now the title of our website here and here. Now, of course, there's a lot of other website settings there to explore and learn about. But for this training series, we're going to just stick with these basics at the moment. Next, let's talk about the page settings. And we can access the page settings on the cards of each one of our pages. And you'll see we have lots of pages now, so we'll have to go through and create the page settings for each one of these pages. We access our page settings through the little 3 dots on the right-hand lower corner of our page cards. And I'm going to click there, and the top choice is our settings. So let's choose settings, and it brings up your page settings. You'll have to scroll down to get them all, but they're all important. So let's find out what they are. These are the general settings, and here is where we name the page. Now, right now, this particular page is named Home Ice Cream Shop Site Express. Now, that's the name that Builderall gave that template name when we pulled it into the website. So I'm just going to change it. I'm going to just change it to Home. I'm going to delete it. I'll leave the address the same. That's fine. And as far as the title goes, I'll just change that Ice Cream Shop Site Express to the Sweet Zone. That title is the title that will appear in the browser window. Now, I forgot we have to come over here. We can set whether or not this is the home page. It doesn't have, you can use this template and for something else as well. But right now it's not the home page. So we're going to go ahead and set this as the home page for right now. Here again, you're going to write the description of this page. So we're going to use home page keyword rich content and provide a wonderful description. Next is your integration key. And that's how you integrate this page into your Mailing Boss account. And it's very important. In case you forget, there's even directions here how to get into your Mailing Boss account and find that key. Let's quickly go get that key though, so you can see it, how easy it is. So we're going to go back to the dashboard. Here we are in the dashboard. I'm just going to come into Mailing Boss, and we can do that on the big menu and come to email marketing here, and it's right at the top. Enter Mailing Boss. Once you're inside Mailing Boss, we're going to click on this burger menu right here on the upper left. We're going to open up that side menu, and the side menu will open up and we'll come to integration down here. Click there, and that will open up the information for your integration key. So we're going to copy the token. All you have to do is click on this button. Now we're going to go back to our page settings, and here we are in our page settings. So I'm just going to paste that code, that token, into that integration field. Now that I have my integration key installed on this page, Cheetah knows which Mailing Boss account to send the information to. Next, we have a tag reference, and here's where we can create a tag reference for the home page of our SweetZone website. So let's do that. Let's create a unique tag ID. You can create whatever kind of a tag you want. I'm going to use, let's see, SweetZone-home. So now I know that if I have something tagged with the SWZN-home tag, it is from this particular page. If you need to install any page scripts for this particular page, you'll install them here just by pasting them in. We'll talk more about scripts as we need them. And down here is the next important thing I want to make sure you set. And that we're going to click the SEO settings. Here's where you're going to put your keywords. And these are the keywords that you're optimizing your pages for to be found on the search engine. So let's just say our keyword is SweetZone. If we want to put in meta tags, we can put those in here. If we ever want to redirect the search engines to go to a different page instead of this one, we're going to put that URL in here. The no index tag, if you check that, that means that this page will not be listed on the search engines. It'll still be published though. And here we come to the page share image. And you can access the share image on the individual pages right here. And as you noticed before, you can also access it on the card on the website overview page. Here is where you can, if you ever need to be reminded, here is the ideal size, pixel size for link share images. You can create your image in this aspect ratio and it will show up perfectly then in your share images. And the way you choose that image, remember we chose that one in one of the earlier lessons, let's choose a different one now. We can choose it here. Let's say we decided we're going to use this one now. We can save it. And that's going to be our home page share image. Now, I would suggest you make something that's very indicative of the content on your home page and use that as your share image. Below here is where you can choose to have pop-ups on this page. You can have a desktop pop-up and a mobile pop-up set for this page. We also have header settings, and we're going to learn about these header settings. This is where you can choose the header. If you've created a global header, you can choose the header for desktop and mobile, as well as choosing the footer if you have them created in your global elements, a global footer for desktop and mobile. Once you have all of your pages set, you're going to hit the green Save button, and that's how you configure your page settings and your share image. And remember, you can always access that share image right here on the card for your home page. Now you'll want to do that for each one of these pages, any of your pages in your website, but it's all the same. So just go through that process on the page to do your page settings. And remember, anything you set in on the left-hand menu under your site settings is going to affect your entire website. We'll go back to My Pages. I recommend you save often, and if you make any changes where there's a lot of changes, I republish often too. It's just as easy as clicking like that, and now you know you have the freshest edits already up and public. I also want to point out that since we have configured our page settings and designated this to be the home page, we can see at a glance that this is our home page because of our little home icon on the page card. So in this training video, we learned how to edit our website settings over here on the left-hand side of the menu, our page settings for each individual page. We also learned how to edit our share image in 2 different places, how to republish them often. So this is Terry Stevenson from the Builderall team saying, get busy and get your settings set, and I'll see you in the next video.